This, you know what
That's
this
dark.
bottle reminds me of? Arsenal last season.
Oh, yo. Oh my God.
Wow.
Being on the top of the table for 248 days
तो क्या हुआ?
and not winning the league is shameful. Like you gotta agree.
Shameful?
It's shameful.
वेलकम टू अ न्यू एपिसोड ऑफ देसी फुटबॉल बैंटर गाइस। आज हम लोग के साथ हैं डिव, एसपी, अरमान एंड किशोर। अरे अरमान, तेरा नाम क्या क्या हो गया यार? मतलब सलीबा इज गोट वोट क्या रखा है? सही है यार।
It's true, यार.
और तेरा लाइट वाइट थोड़ा डाल मुंह पे, तो वैम्पायर बन गया एकदम।
It's the depression background, यार. It's the
ये शो का नाम
darkness is
में
setting
अरमान को
in.
गाली दो। It's not even 4 seconds and everyone will found it.
Yeah. It's always
Poor
been
guy,
like
man.
this.
इस शो का
Yeah,
नाम है
poor guy,
इज
poor guy.
अरमान ऑन अ बेंडर क्वेश्चन मार्क।
हम लोग व्हाट्सएप में ऐसे ही बात कर रहे थे, तो अरमान सडनली ब्रॉट इट अप कि अरमान एंड इवन एसपी वाज बैकिंग हिम कि नहीं भाई, लास्ट ईयर आर्सेनल ने बॉटल कर दिया लीग, ठीक है? तो मेरा थोड़ा माथा गर्म हो गया उसमें, तो वो डिस्कस करते हैं आज। डिड आर्सेनल बॉटल द लीग last season?
I don't think so. They bottled the league, but I think they had a chance to hold on to that position. And the moment I think it was somewhere in December time, that when December or January, not sure, I'll check. But once they lost that little bit of edge that they had over City, I knew they wouldn't come back. So it was not like they had a 10-point lead and then they lost everything and then just gave it in the lap of, in the hands of City. It was not like that. But I don't think so. Bottle too much, but they had a slight advantage, but they couldn't hold on to that. Is my point.
आई फील दे डिड बॉटल्ड बिकॉज लाइक मतलब आई थिंक जैसे किशोर ने बोला कि 10 पॉइंट का लीड था और वो 10 पॉइंट का लीड चला गया अचानक से एंड आई सॉ इट बीइंग हैक्ड अवे मैच बाय मैच। तो मेरे को तो थोड़ा लगा
नहीं है। डिव, तेरे को क्या लगता है? डिड वी बॉटल द लीग?
मुझे लगता है 50-50. तो थोड़ा bottle and थोड़ा circumstance.
No, I think I'll talk about the facts here. I was just checking the season wala thing. I think 4th February lost to Everton 1-0.
That is when the yeah.
Yes, that's when they lost to Everton 1-0.
Momentum वहीं पे
11th February they drew with Brentford. 16th February they lost to City, and then they again started winning.
There was a
April
phase
में
when they beat Newcastle away, they beat Chelsea home. वो टाइम पे लग रहा था कि मतलब शायद मतलब थोड़ा
slowly,
मतलब
yeah.
No, but by then City had gone ahead. When Newcastle
Yes, they
Chelsea,
had-
City was already ahead. तो वो खत्म हो चुका था.
अरमान, तू क्या बोलता है? बॉटल किया क्या?
It's a yes, man. It is a yes. They did bottle the league.
All right.
Being on the top of the table for 248 days
तो क्या हुआ?
and not winning the league is shameful. Like you gotta
Shameful?
agree. It's shameful. What? It is shameful. Yes, it is.
Shameful.
Because no. Let me just relate two situations. 2016 season when Leicester won the league.
Very quickly, I want to plug in the fact कि मतलब Spurs fan talking about other teams bottling is like very ironic.
It's very shameful.
हाँ, exactly. That is actually.
If you guys don't agree that you bottle the league, all Arsenal fans, then it's just
Vivek stops being a
straight up
moderator.
hypocrisy, man. It is straight up hypocrisy. Tottenham as a club have been called the bottlers for so long.
I fucking knew it, bruv. Too easy, bruv.
Premier League to Leicester.
नहीं.
In the same way.
Lost the league to Leicester but you finished third. Second हम लोग finish किए.
So what's the difference? No, but there's no difference.
वो होता है bottling. वो होता है proper bottling.
Goddamn right.
ठीक है.
Wait.
He has a point. What he said, bottling, according to him, the definition is you had it on table, you
Good
didn't
opportunity
take it.
and you
lost
lost.
it. It's second or third doesn't matter because everyone is going to put the champion's name on the trophy, not the second or third. Doesn't matter. What he meant was he has point. I think 240 days you're leading, all right? So that means you're doing something right, and that means in the last 100 days, whatever is the calculation, I think you got
The final
that is
stretch.
That is the climax, most important phase of
Right.
the tournament.
Yeah.
I think you bottled it there. I think in that case, I'm with Saliba. I'm sorry, I'm with
Saliba is
Yeah, no, it's so funny. This guy is crazy.
A good one, Arman, yeah. By the way, मेरे को आप लोग सब बताओ, did at any point of time last season में आप लोग को कभी ऐसा मतलब वेरी 100% कॉन्फिडेंट कि भाई नहीं ये साल आर्सेनल तो ले ही लेगा करके टाइटल? ऑनेस्ट स्वेयर टू गॉड मेरे को बताओ। मेरे को तो बिल्कुल आई वाज 100% श्योर कि ये पक्का मार्च अप्रैल में ड्रॉप करेंगे। वी वर ऑलवेज पंचिंग अबव। प्रीवियस सीजन में मतलब लेट्स टेक बैक टू द आर्टेटा का पहला फुल सीजन व्हेन वी फिनिश्ड 8th आई थिंक, तो उसमें सारे डेडवेट्स थे. चेंज तो ओवरनाइट तो नहीं होता ना, उसमें टाइम लगता है प्रोसेस में चेंज होने के लिए, एक विजन को मतलब फ्रूटफुल होने के टाइम लगता है. वो डेडवुड को निकाला, सोक्राटिस, मुस्ताफी, डेविड लुइस, ओबामेंग, ओजिल, एंटायर टीम को उसने पहले निकाला, ठीक है. एंड द नेक्स्ट सीजन ही बॉट इन 3 क्रूशियल प्लेयर्स व्हिच इज बेन वाइट, रैमस्टेल एंड आई थिंक मार्टिन ओडेगार्ड. तो वो लोग मिलके ना विद द हेल्प ऑफ साका एंड मार्टिनेली एंड थॉमस पार्टे, दे हेल्प टॉप 4 हम लोग कैसे हम लोग फिनिश करेंगे. बट वो लास्ट 1-2 मैच में वो हो नहीं पाया. अवे टू न्यूकैसल व्हेन वी लॉस्ट 2-0 या समथिंग, आई थिंक उनका हो खत्म हो गया था एकदम.
So before that they lost to Tottenham also.
Yeah.
That was a bad loss.
I think
3-0
holding वाला red card ना.
Holding wala, yeah. He got a red card, yeah.
Yeah. तो वो सीजन में ना तो
Arman smile, properly smile.
तो वो सीजन में तो you could see the changes beginning, progress हो रहा है. तो 8 से challenging for top 4 हम लोग 5th finish के. Season we bought in 2 more crucial players, Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus. A team which has finished 5th, ठीक है, यूरोपा खेल रहा है. वो चैलेंजिंग अ टीम लाइक सिटी. अगर एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ द सीजन में मेरे को अगर बोलते हैं कि भाई आर्सेनल टॉप 2 में एक बार फिनिश करेगा, चैलेंज करेगा, मैं हंसता आपके ऊपर. आई वुड हैव ग्लैडली टेकन 4th पोजीशन एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ द सीजन. एंड आई अग्री कि हाँ मोटिवेशंस एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स चेंज होते हैं व्हेन यू ग्रेजुअली प्रोग्रेस थ्रू द सीजन. आई अग्री, बट saying that we bottled it, no. हम लोग पहला 18-19 गेम्स ना when we were winning by thin margins या फिर we were playing good football, that was all down to sheer effort and sheer grit और कुछ नहीं. क्वालिटी है बट डेप्थ कहाँ था? डेप्थ था ही नहीं.
On that point, Vivek,
Yeah.
now assuming Arsenal go top of the league again,
Yeah.
and if they drop to number 2 or 3, again you're going to say we didn't bottle the league?
No,
Because this was last year.
नहीं, मैं नहीं
So
बोलूंगा क्योंकि एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ द सीजन भी अगर मेरे को जब पूछा गया था कि प्रेडिक्शन वाइज वेयर डू यू सी आर्सेनल करके, मैं बोला था कि टॉप 3 है, कंटेंडर्स है, बट आर दे फेवरेट्स टू विन द टाइटल? नो, दे आर नॉट. आई थिंक मैं बोला था कि 3rd फिनिश करेगा बिकॉज डेप्थ है नहीं.
Please get some light. Do you have some artificial lights? Get the lights on.
Is it because you have confessed you're a Spurs fan?
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Don't want to show your face.
It's because we've lost 3 games in a row, man, and I feel depressed.
I think we should have people like comment on this video saying that how do you think Arman looks like, and the person who guesses it right gets a goodie or gift.
Yeah.
ए क्या गुडी तू देगा गुडी और मैं गुडी नहीं देने वाला.
पहले कमेंट तो करने दे, अभी तक आया नहीं.
ऑन अ सीरियस नोट आप लोग प्लीज कमेंट करिए, ठीक है. हम लोग सोच रहे हैं कि जो बंदा या फिर एनीबडी हु कमेंटिंग रेगुलरली, हम लोग उसके लिए डेफिनेटली वी हैव अ बिग सरप्राइज फॉर हिम इन स्टोर.
And also let us know like if you think Arsenal bottled or not, give your view.
इतना मतलब स्टार्टिंग में इतना वो अच्छा कर लिए तो लोगों का सडनली एस्पिरेशंस एंड वो सब चेंज हो गया. बोला कि नहीं अब इतना अच्छा खेल रहा है, हम लोग तो लग रहा है जीत जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं होता है.
But Vivek, just contrary to your point, let's understand all these guys on the field are professionals. All right. When football is all about momentum, they had the momentum, and these guys are not these guys from school team or something. They are paid millions to play this, so they are very, very professional. What Arman is trying to say is you had that, and I think you had just 2 games against City. That would have been your toughest games. Tell me which other team was actually dominating the league? Nothing. Manchester United, let's not talk about it. Manchester United came 3rd. So you had that. So even if you had lost those 2 games against City, you should still have won the league. All right. And whatever you're saying, depth, all those things doesn't play into picture. It's good to talk as an Arsenal fan.
नहीं यार, कहाँ आप क्या बोल रहे हो?
विवेक मैं तेरे को again थोड़ा सा मतलब क्या से थोड़ा impartially obviously because
you have to just speak
support Arsenal.
practically.
I'm a rival, but I feel the term bottle itself means something. And with that definition, I feel yes, to some extent, Arsenal did bottle it.
You did bottle it.
But whatever else you're saying, all valid. But it doesn't say bottle league
defending Arsenal's perspective.
तो what SP is saying कि तू जो बोल रहा है सब सही बोल रहा है, लेकिन बॉटल तुम लोग ने किया.
हाँ, क्योंकि मतलब वो बॉटल के डेफिनेशन को काउंटर नहीं कर रहा है. Whatever you're saying,
I think bottle का part is like I had said, it's 50-50. एक साइड में अगर आप देखो बहुत अच्छा फॉर्म, when they lost to Man City, they went and won at Aston Villa. They sort of steadied the ship.
Yeah.
West Ham away, that match they shouldn't have lost. Like Liverpool से start हुआ 2-0 up थे, they gave up the lead. West Ham पे 2-0 up थे, gave up the lead. Southampton home 2-0 up, gave up the lead. Then they went to City and got smashed.
नहीं साउथहैम्पटन वाला हार रहे थे but last minute में I think they Odegaard equalized or something करके किया Southampton का against हार रहे थे.
So they but at in that perspective Southampton was nowhere, like वो तो relegation battle also they were in that. So when you look at it from that perspective, it looks like a team was blowing teams away when it came closer to the real crunch time. क्या हो गया उनके परफॉर्मेंस को उस एंगल से आई थिंक ऑफ कोर्स एक एंगल है बट दूसरे एंगल से इफ यू लुक एट इट इट्स लाइक दीस प्लेयर्स हैव उनके लिए बहुत ही नया था आई फील लाइक ओनली जीसस एंड मे बी जिंचेंको हैज बीन इन दैट एक्सपीरियंस बाकी वो सलीबा भी इंजर्ड हो गया था so that's something, it's a combination of both but वही बॉटल को बोलते क्या है, you just get nervous, so that's the difference between a champion team and a team that almost makes it, वही and then below that there is a
and to add to it मतलब आप सोचो ना, you're taking a player like Ramsdale जो कि basically relegate हुआ था 2-3 बार with other teams, you're taking a player like Ben White, you're taking a player like Gabriel, तो ये लोग कुछ कोई स्टार्स नहीं थे, तो ओनली 2 stars were Zinchenko and Jesus और टीम में कोई
but the point is कि वो टीम को लेके you just dominated the entire league ना, तो फिर पहुंच ही नहीं पाते. It happened when the trophy was like अभी पकड़ने वाला, that's when the shocking thing happened.
Yeah, also saying if someone told you कि Arsenal will be in the top 2, you would have said नहीं यार लग ही नहीं रहा, top 4 नहीं कर पाए थे इससे पहले साल, but they did it. They bought it, and it didn't do it in like the first 2-3 matches जो कि कोई भी टीम कर सकता है. You sometimes see Southampton in top 5 in the first 2 matches or 3 matches, but you did it like at the midway point. You were there at 50 points, being like I think 8th तो पूरा clearly.
First half they got 50 points, second half they got 34.
19 matches में 50
तो उधर पे बहुत कम हो गया.
Winning 4-1, 3-1. I mean, difference of 2 goals and all. Right? They were sublime in all those areas. I think
they were very good.
They were showing traces of this in this Champions League wala encounter that they recently, which happened a couple of days back. So what I'm saying is, it was there. So when you're doing this, you're winning 4-1. If you're winning 1-0. 2-1, just 1 goal or something, then okay, you never had.
No, but one thing I'll add is like bottling का इसमें ये भी आता है. Generally, bottle you say is like someone is an overwhelming favorite and then they lose. So from that perspective, I will say that they were not like over. They did very well to put themselves in that. Like for example, India World Cup, they were overwhelming favorite. They lost.
Get this clear, guys. Arsenal were favorites to win the league at a certain point. After the first 15 games, they were like they are good. They have something this season.
Arsenal were never favorites.
I think everyone had that gut feeling that they were going to win the league.
How can you make somebody a favorite after 15
games?
I don't think they were favorite after 15 games.
The way they were playing, the way they were dominating games, and the way they had no Europe, nothing to rotate. Like they can play their first.
No, according to bookmakers, it was a subjective opinion.
अरे यूरोपा में तो थे ना भाई.
No
यूरोप बोलते रहे. तुम लोग नहीं हो यूरोप में इस साल. हम लोग थे.
No, wait, where were you?
Who's laughing now?
Wait, were you there last season in Europe? Where?
हाँ यूरोपा. क्योंकि प्रीवियस सीजन हम लोग 5th फिनिश किए थे. क्या बोल रहा है भाई?
We got out at round of 16.
Sporting Lisbon के अगेंस्ट हम लोग
knockout. Yeah. So Divyansh, looking at that as well. Now round of 16, you guys are out. You're at the top of the you're at the top of the league. Okay, you have no Europe, nothing to rotate. You can play your first team week in week out.
No.
So don't you think you're the favorites now to win the league? Don't you think?
Yes.
No, at that point, but I'm just saying but in the beginning they were not overwhelming favorites is what I'm trying.
No, that's of course.
So
I don't think any team other than City,
thing.
I don't think any team other than City have been overwhelmingly favorites to win the league. Like when Chelsea under Conte won the Premier League first season when he came into the Premier League, they won it, right? So were Chelsea the favorites to win the league at the time? No, of course not. But they still did it. That's the point. You guys had it. You guys had it in your hands.
No, I'm just saying City, if City had started and City had 10 games to go, I'm just saying the bottling argument is a lot more stronger. I'm not saying Arsenal didn't bottle it. I'm just saying when it comes to Arsenal, it's just that they're not expected them to be there in the beginning. It's just how you look at it. Glass is half full or half empty. That's it.
क्या यार धीरे-धीरे सब बोल रहे हो यार. हाँ ये डिव भी एग्री कर दे रहा है.
I agree with you, but not being there in the from the beginning being a top contender is not the definition of bottling.
What he's saying is like Conte won with Chelsea. He was not the favorites to win, but they had an opportunity. They capitalized that opportunity and won the league. It's likewise with Leicester. They were not the favorites to win. But they had that in them, in the sense the run of good games here and there, 1-2, 1-0 wins. So you just have to capitalize on this, which Arsenal didn't. And I think for me,
they did capitalize on it, and that's where I'll refer back to the tools. The tools that they had was not that they didn't have like for example, Saliba was gone away. And their squad is very young when you think of, no one has actually been there, is what I'm trying to say. And Conte is a world-class winning champion. Their team is full of, they won the title 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
So let's not, Arsenal have not won in 20 years. There's a very big difference. You're using Conte.
No,
let's talk about Conte's history. And then through that, let's talk about what Conte did at Tottenham also. Do you remember?
Chelsea had players like
Yeah,
Costa,
of course, of
Fabregas,
course I do.
Hazard, ये सब
He's
थे
not
यार.
saying that.
Exactly.
सब थे
So
यार.
the trajectory of the clubs are very different. This is a young team. After 20 years, they've come in a title. This thing. Conte is a team, and Leicester is a. By the way, 5,000-1. They won. That is like
Yeah, that is a very rare
season.
scenario.
That never
Once in a
happened.
lifetime वाला scenario है वो.
We can give you all your props, but at the end, all that matters is that City won the league, Arsenal didn't. It's black and white.
No one doubts that. We know that City won. We can look at the table.
तो guys very quickly, तो SP ने फोटो उसने शेयर किया, मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ अभी. ये रहा फोटो.
So finally settle the definition once and for all.
क्या है यार? The fuck is this?
Emotional, damn it!
Who has put it? Like who has put this picture?
ये पक्का कोई
my
Spurs
God.
fan का काम है. 100%.
This is.
I know. I think there is one guy who can do this. The only guy who is capable of doing this. Arsenal-wise, it is going to be a Spurs fan. I think you should give this credit to Arman. Arman, your thoughts?
अरमान क्या बॉटल से पानी पी के खुद बॉटल का इमेज डाल रहा है? क्या कर रहा है? बॉटल देखो क्या सटल प्लग इन कर रहा है.
Very fitting, yeah, very fitting.
That
You know what
That's
this
dark.
bottle reminds me of? Arsenal last season.
Oh, yo! Oh my God!
wow.
Yeah.
अरे डिव गाली वाली दे यार.
अरे यार मैं तो क्या बोलूं अभी like you know पूरा
It's very,
everyone
it is very ironic though. A Spurs fan talking about
वो खुद ही
Arsenal,
सेल्फ रोस्ट कर रहा है अपने को. तो बड़ा बॉटल मेरे को कर रहा है. स्पर्स ने कभी पीएल हिस्ट्री में, ठीक है, लास्ट पीएल हिस्ट्री में छोड़, तू लास्ट 20-30 इयर्स ले ले, ठीक है, कभी चैलेंज किया है टाइटल? डू यू नो व्हाट इट्स लाइक? कभी एक्सपीरियंस किया है वो चीज? कभी ट्रॉफी जीता है?
Yeah, I just
सेलिब्रेट
told,
किया है?
right? 2016 season. Leicester.
कभी सेलिब्रेट किया है ट्रॉफी विन?
No, we haven't.
कभी किया है क्या? नहीं
We
ना.
haven't.
तो वही
We
होता है
haven't.
बॉटल.
Do you feel privileged we have given you a platform to talk?
No, I really don't feel privileged. I just want to, you know,
Why?
underline the delusion that is there in the Arsenal fan base. That we have been on the same trajectory for years, but you still call us the bottlers.
कुछ सेम ट्रेजेक्टरी नहीं है. डू यू थिंक ओवरऑल एंड हिस्टोरिकली एंड प्रेजेंटली इवन थिंक स्पर्स आर एट par with Arsenal?
You know when
Do you
Spurs
think-
won the last title? Just let's start with that.
Listen. History-wise, we are in no comparison to Arsenal. I'm not gonna be hypocritical here and say, oh, we are in par. No, we are not. We're not even close to Arsenal. But over the last, I would say, 7, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, we've been on the same trajectory.
10 years,
Literally
yeah.
the same trajectory. We might have we might
No,
have
the
been on the
trajectory is Arsenal have come down, you have come up.
See, do you remember the 2018 Champions League final? The year you called us the bottlers. We bottled it. Can we say that year? Can we say that year? That
No,
we
I don't
challenged
think
for
you
the
bottled
Champions?
it. Nobody
Because no one
you to
expected
win.
us to win it.
Yeah, so
Because
how
no
did you
one-
bottle it? You lost.
You lost it.
I think you're in agreement. Both of you are in agreement.
No.
Yeah.
Like, listen. Are you really like? I've seen most of the Arsenal fans calling us like the bottlers because we lost the Champions League. Lost the Premier League to Leicester. I can also make the same argument by saying that we never challenged for those titles.
Those fans
We
are
did
wrong.
well.
They should.
So we just
They assessed you wrongly. You didn't have anything to begin with, so I didn't even see you as a threat.
So I think both are again agreeing.
So this is the first time I've seen Arsenal fans actually talking like this. Most of the Arsenal fans I encounter, they call us the bottlers because
They are being
of
very
those
respectful
situations.
to you because to bottle something you have to be in a position of advantage. I don't
Exactly.
see you in that position.
ठीक है, हम लोग नहीं देखते हैं स्पर्स को वैसे.
You are not a threat.
Which is why it is not shocking for us कि स्पर्स being स्पर्स वो पहला 10 गेम जीत गया, फिर अभी नेक्स्ट लगातार 3 गेम हार गया, फिर विला से हार रहा है. तो we know this is what Spurs is all about. तो हम लोग we are not shocked.
Nice.
See now getting back to the same argument, I can say, oh, my whole team is injured, or like my whole club is injured, so that's the reason why we're losing. But no,
नहीं, न्यूकैसल का टीम भी तो इंजर्ड है. वो भी तो अच्छा कर रहा है या नहीं कर रहा है?
I was just checking. From 2016-17 onwards, I think there were just a couple of seasons where Arsenal were above Tottenham in terms of the final points table. They have been above Arsenal in the last 7 years, barring the last year.
2014
So I think he has a point.
2014-15 तक ना ऐसा सेंट टॉटरिंगहम डे करके एक होता था पहले. आपको वो टर्म याद है?
Yeah.
Aware of that term?
Yeah,
Arsenal
I know
fans,
that.
we used to celebrate that day. Not celebrate क्योंकि हम लोग उस दिन पे दारू वारू पीते हैं मस्ती में घर में बैठ के अरे हाँ चलो टॉटनहम finished below us करके.
What do we think of Tottenham? What do we think of shit? Thank you.
तो 2015-16 तक ना, may not be 16 maybe, but 14-15 तक ऐसा एक सीजन भी नहीं हुआ था कि when we did not celebrate St. Tottenham Day. ठीक है, तो it was only after Wenger's last year, उसके बाद when the decline happened, the same way how United have declined post Ferguson. तो वो टाइम पे स्पर्स बोला हाँ हम लोग के पास हैरी केन है, तो वो हैरी केन गोल वोल थोड़ा मार के एक दो सीजन थोड़ा क्या ऊपर क्या कर लिया. That is what Spurs is all about. बस खत्म. Spurs इतना ही है.
Yeah, but also in that वो 4 season में, just I want to add, that was regarded as the golden era of Tottenham.
Spurs.
They still didn't win nothing.
Nothing, वही.
They still in that season also they lost.
तो वही यही 4-5 सीजन में ना एक नया ब्रीड ऑफ जनरेशन क्रिएट हो गया जो कि स्पर्स फैंस कहलाते हैं. क्योंकि अरे आर्सेनल से अब वो फिनिश कर रहा है, अरे हैरी केन मार रहा है, गोल्डन बूट जीत रहा है. ठीक है, नया स्टेडियम हम लोग बना दिए.
You couldn't keep Harry Kane. That is shameful. An academy player leaving you because he knows he won't.
Yeah, he left.
That is
really
at the
age
shameful.
of 30. What would you want? You want him to retire?
And there are some reports that he spit on outside the stadium while he was leaving. I don't know. That's what I heard.
गजब बेइज्जती है.
इतना दिन टॉप रहा, चैलेंज किया टाइटल के लिए, तो मेरे को इसीलिए वो शेमलेस नहीं लगता है. मेरे को लगता है कि हाँ टीम दैट यंग एंड चैलेंजिंग अ टीम लाइक सिटी, हाँ वो ठीक है. आई गेट कि आप चारों लोग क्या बोल रहे हो कि हाँ इतना दिन टॉप रहने के बाद मतलब जीत नहीं पाया, कन्वर्ट नहीं कर पाया, बेसिकली फिनिश नहीं कर पाया स्ट्रांगली. तो आई गेट दैट, बट कॉलिंग इट शेमफुल एंड स्पेशली अ स्पर्स फैन बोलना इज लाइक आई नॉट गोइंग टू टेक इट. तो गाइज आप लोग बताओ कमेंट्स में कि आप लोग को क्या लगता है कि डिड आर्सेनल बॉटल द लीग लास्ट सीजन.
And please also tell who's your favorite panelist. I know currently the hot favorite would be Arman, but I would be curious to know.
और 2-3 वीडियो के बाद Arman
is going to be a YouTuber.
Then he says, guys, I don't think so. I can be part of DESI football banter anymore. I think I have some global
solo.
audience.
I'm going solo.
Yeah, he's going solo. Arman, you'll do a One Direction on us. You'll be Zayn Malik.
We can see you pulling a Harry Kane.
Please remember,
You will go somewhere to win something, bro.
Anyways, guys, just be truthful in the comments. Like, just keep reminding people that Arsenal did bottle the league, and I really hope you guys comment about this.
तो मिलते हैं soon next episode में. तब तक के लिए bye, thank you, cheers, take care.